This talk is titled The Mental Health of Consecrated Persons. When a man or a woman wants to join a religious congregation, order, or diocese, one of the procedures he or she should go through is psychological assessment. In some dioceses, congregations, and provinces, this is mandatory, while in others it's not. The findings of the assessment are not used to screen out the candidate, but should be used to work for the integral growth of the candidate once admitted. One of the ways to check motivation for celibate and consecrated life is through screening at designated stages of formation. Screening procedures should be used as they help in detecting and working with problems that might arise later in life. Screening out is only done if there are clear indicators of potential problems that might occur later in life. What is looked for in seminarians is spiritual maturity, affective maturity, capacity for empathy, and psychosocial maturity commensurate with age. There are many assessments done on Roman Catholic clergy, religious, and seminarians. Their results indicate virtues as well as failings. It has been found that seminarians, clergy, and religious have personal dissatisfaction, anxieties, self-doubt, and rigid thinking. In a study of the psychological profiles of Roman Catholic seminarians, based on a high and low level of prayerful desire for God, through the lens of the Neo Personality Inventory, it was found that they were more tender, self-sacrificing, magnanimous, and good-natured, as well as more conscientious, dutiful, prudent, and reliable than those not in seminaries. Another study showed that Catholic seminarians are serious-minded and conscientious, well-adjusted, with normal anxiety, good emotional control, insight, and few pathological conflicts and basic immaturities. Plant and Boccaccini found that Roman Catholic clergy applicants maintain defensive styles. They tend to be bright, imaginative, sensitive, emotionally stable, trusting, forthright, and self-assured. And they score high on indices like affiliation, nurturance, play, exhibitionism, and harm avoidance. Their findings were based on the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory. They also scored lower on measures of dominance and aggression. They were bright, socially responsible, and interpersonally sensitive. It was also found by these researchers that faith and belief in God were thought to be factors responsible for higher self-esteem and achievement of outcomes. Some less admirable characteristics have been found, such as hectic activism, rationalism, decrease in the contemplative life, lack of a prayerful theology, and a tendency to expect remedies only through institutional change. Low morale, low motivation, burnout, emotional problems due to aging, role confusion, lack of support, changes in occupational focus, and ideological questioning may also be present. When these less admirable characteristics occur on an interpersonal level, they could fester, creating isolation, interpersonal disharmony, and hinder the desire and capacity for productive apostolic work and availability for missioning. The changes in virtues and failings, if any, would be concerning intellectual strengths and weaknesses, self-concept, emotional integration, interpersonal relationship skills and deficits, psychosocial integration, and also in spirituality and religiosity. Growth in identity is necessary for an individual to be more controlled and practical. Consecrated men and women with a strong identity are self-confident, relaxed, reasonably comfortable in society, secure and integrated. This would also be true for growth in the spiritual identity of those among consecrated men and women who are exposed to other faiths in a multicultural context. While exploring other faiths, consecrated persons have to be firm in their faith, or they could get confused. True learning and the ability to understand other faiths and their impact on them can only take place when a person is secure in his or her faith. Only then can other influences be understood, desired, and experienced. In studying psychological variables, what needs to be recognized and understood are that spiritual variables are difficult to spot. They are often not known. Yet once the unpenetrated spot is penetrated, another dimension opens up. Revelation is received, and the mind enlightened. This is transformative. The spirituality of the person changes, where the seeker sees the wonder and beauty of the world of multiplicities and embraces it as a part of God's good creation.